Hello there, today we are going to go over some settings for Excel that are useful before printing any spreadsheet, depending on the defined dimensions. Our preview will already tell us how much space our first page will take up, and it will be a great indication for the rest of the pages. As always, it will depend on the scale we had previously defined, as well as the size of the margins and all the other settings that we already know. Something that could be interesting to know is how to insert a page jump exactly where we want. For example, in today's spreadsheet, there are some concepts defined. Here we have indicators regarding a small header, and at some point, the topics change and now it mentions something about energy. Alright, so the thing is that it could be useful for us to split the page the moment the topic changes. In other words, those topics regarding sales will be on the first page and those about energy could be separated. So the thing is that if I want to do that by changing the scale, as it is obvious, it is not going to be easy at all. So instead of using that trial and error technique, instead of that, we must know that there is a tool for these cases, which consists in inserting a page break. So if we go here to this tab on page layout, we will find this menu where it says page break. If we click on it, Excel will ask us where we want that page break to be. Do we want it in the currently selected cell? Whenever I insert page breaks, it is essential to know what cell I've selected. If I happen to be positioned in the cell A46, that would mean that the cell A46 will be at the start of the next page. Let's proceed to click on Accept, and this page break will be applied. Now we see that Excel has added some dotted lines just before the cell I had selected, right where I was situated. So now when we go back to the printing page preview, we see that we have the sales data on this page and the energy data on the following one. So we can confidently say that we have split the data exactly where we wanted to. In addition, this could also be done with vertical margins. So basically, we have the first page in which we have some dates and years. So it is important to note that we can split the page somewhere else. For example, perhaps we want to have a page break from a certain year onwards. Let's say 1986 for example, and then after that by decades. So what I would do is to insert a page jump in this exact position, and then we will see that the year 1986 will be the first year of the new page. Why is that? Well, that happens because I have applied a page break, and this way the information would be clearer. We go once again back to the file printing preview, and we see that we have a series of years here, but we also notice that 1986 will be the first one on the next page. I could do this, for example, every 5 years or every number or years I want. It is just a way to keep my spreadsheet more organized. Well, so the thing is that overall, by using this tool, we always have full control over the things that are showing in whatever spreadsheet we are about to print. In any case, whenever I use page breaks, I can always keep changing them later on if I am not fully convinced. But well, that is important to note that I can restore all the page breaks and remove them all at once in case I want to go back to the default preview we had at the very beginning. Well, that has been all for today. Hopefully, you all can start using page breaks more often from now on. See you all in the next video.